Technologic.
Marketing Tech Blog.
Technologic. Buy it, use it, break it, fix it.
That's right, Doug. They are listening.
They are listening.
And they heard that too.
Yeah. So I just got back from Social Media Marketing World, which is just one of the most well-run events I believe that I've ever been to. And I go to conferences often. I have the privilege of speaking at many of these conferences, but the real opportunity comes. And I was telling you guys, one, it's a vacation for me in one sense, just because it's what I love to do, and you wind up going out to a beautiful resort hotel and spending a week with people that online that are really on the bleeding edge. And that's what I like about it is, a lot of the work that we're doing with clients and, with Site Strategics and with the Marketing Tech Blog is proven strategies. But these guys are out in the front. When you go to one of these events, they're telling you what's coming next. And then you get personal time with them. I sat, I was sitting at a bar. I was drinking water, by the way, because of my diet. But I was sitting at a bar with like Nicole Kelly, talking to a guy that was really just grilling her about the problems that he was having with explaining social media to his boss and everything else. That's priceless time. With some of these people, and some of the people I wanted to mention. Mark Schaefer was there, who was a guest of the show.
Yeah,
Mark said that this was by far his most favorite interview.
Really?
Was on Edge of the Web Radio. And so a shout out. Mark actually, I sat down and I was talking to him for a while, and he has a new book out called Social Media Explained. And so especially for the listeners here, if you haven't, tied into social media yet and you're just thinking, man, this is not for me. Mark wrote this book. Literally, it's all the questions that he had when he was talking to the boardroom. When people would say, he would walk into a business and they'd say, I just don't know if it's for me or not. And so he wrote this book. It's a really short read. It's an inexpensive book.
That's awesome.
Literally just to explain those questions and why you should be involved. So he was there. We'll have him on the show again soon. Nicole Kelly was there, who's just incredible from a ROI standpoint, return on investment on social media. Jay Baer, Eric Tung, Steve Woodruff, who he and I have been friends online for 8 years and never met each other. So it was great to see him. Justin Levy, who's at Citrix, does an incredible job there. Pam Moore, Phil Merson, Michael Stelzner, who runs the event. I just wanted to give shout outs to those people because this event is just incredible. And some of the things that they were focused on this year are near and dear to our hearts. And that's that, how do you simplify these processes? How do you go across channels, when you're talking about video and podcasting and social and everything else? How do you prove a return on investment on these things? And so I was writing quite a bit about that on the blog. So check out the latest posts on the Marketing Tech Blog for that information. But
very cool.
Think about these events. These events are real opportunities for you to get out and just, get some incredible ideas. I always come back 10 times more energized, than when I go out there, because you're focused on that instead of your work, instead of your day-to-day stuff. Your job out there is to learn as much as you can, digest as much as you can, and then come back. So I just had an incredible time. The Social Media Marketing World, you can look them up. It's done by Social Media Explorer. They just do an incredible job all around. So that's that.
Well, we missed you. You know that.
I know you did. And I was actually on a plane delayed. Otherwise, I would have tried to call into the show. So I was sitting in the Delta Club lounge staring at all the food that I'm not allowed to eat. And drinking water. So, but no, it was a great trip, and I took my mom too. So shout out to my mom, who at 69 years old was a participant there trying to catch on to the social media.
I bet she schooled some young punks out
there.
I bet she did.
She sure did. And then the other thing I wanted to take some time to talk about was we're going to talk about it, I think, every week leading up to the event.
Absolutely.
Is the Music Marketing Tech event coming up on April 27th. April 27th is a Sunday. So this is fantastic. It's a week before the Miro Awards, which are Tech Points awards for technology here in town. And so this is really going to give you an opportunity to meet some of the tech companies in town that are truly making a difference. And you know, I got to start out by just saying the Rathskeller, I am so amazed at how well they've just the easiest person I've ever had to work with. I've never done an event before, and Dan and his team have just gone all out to make sure that everything's set. We have 2 stages, so we have over 10 bands, I think 12 playing. Everything from Tony Deckers, who is Eric Deckers in town, his wife, she sings jazz professionally, to Join the Dead, which is a band that I like. That's a, you know, hard metal, you know, band. They're playing at the end of the night, so they scare people off. And
it's all kid friendly, right?
Yeah, it is all kid friendly. So so the band range, Whipstitch Sally's, which is bluegrass, you know, I mean, everything in between. And so let me go through some of them here. So from a sponsor standpoint, TechPoint and MTech is their marketing technology push here in town.
Right.
You guys know Digital Relevance. They have signed up as a major sponsor of the event. I'm so thankful to Jeremy and Kevin. Perk, P-E-R-Q. If you guys haven't checked these guys out, this is an up-and-coming company here, especially in the marketing tech scene. They do online, offline contests that drive traffic. So especially if you're like a dealership, you can actually get a kiosk put in. It's kind of a slot machine type thing. Everybody wins. They have a progressive system. So everything's transparent. All the winners, you can actually see who they are. So it's not like a fake system.
And they were actually on the show, so check out that.
Yeah,
we had an interview with
absolutely. Ditto PR. I'm going to say my favorite, you know, public relations company here in town. They've just bent over backwards for us. Freedom 95, of course, I got to thank these guys. They're giving us the airtime on this. Site Strategics, Edge of the Web Radio. It's just, this is just going to be one amazing event. And we have Cold Cock Whiskey is bringing out whiskey for us. Toe Yard Brewing, which is a new IPA, is bringing a couple kegs of one of their IPAs. They're literally just launching.
That's
so
awesome.
This is going to be one of the best places to get it. Flat 12 Beer Works is going to be there, and Flat 12 is also giving us a couple kegs. If you go out to the beer garden, you buy the beer and drink the whiskey, all of that money is going to LLS. If you go inside and drink, there's still some money. You know, I want you guys to give Dan a ton of business, but bring the family. If you've ever have you ever had their,
so the family can come.
Family can come. It's all ages, even out in the beer garden.
Oh,
it's all ages. So
fantastic.
So yeah, and then down in the hall, we're going to have some of these tech companies to actually be there. Angie's List is going to be there as well. So we're going to try to get as many people here. And the idea behind this entire event is not to have a conference and seminars and everything else. It's literally to network and have a good time with your friends.
Sure. And
help raise money for a great event. This event, the Man and Woman of the Year, has raised $1.8 million towards leukemia and lymphoma research and care for the families. It's by far their largest event nationally. There's I think 13 candidates in Indianapolis. They're running events all over the place. So it's not just me. People are having like private parties with chefs, and they're doing fundraisers. We're going to have, the Art Press, a company here in town, has made this beautiful, beautiful t-shirt, and you can see it at MTINMW.org, commemorating the event. And it's truly a piece of art.
Wow.
It's and so you'll be able to buy those t-shirts at the event and online. Again, all the money going to LLS. So I just want to thank you guys you guys have been amazing at letting me, push this, and Freedom 95. Again,
no, we're all in. We're all in. And
it's going to be, and you're going to see us down there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So come on in, ask questions there. We're going to have internet connections, so we can run some reports for you or whatever. We've already
focus light on.
We've already raised half the money that was our initial goal. So we're really hoping to take off on this. Tickets are $15 a piece.
Cool.
Brazzini's Pizza is going to be there too. They're going to have the pizza truck in the alley of the beer garden.
So, it's a must see. Okay, done.